Johnny.
Yes.
What's our mantra?
Our mantra is to live a good halfway.
That is, and there's one other mantra. If somebody asks us a question and they're saying, dudes, please do this video to show me something, we do it, right?
Absolutely.
That's our thing.
That's
And
another mantra we have.
That's another mantra. Yeah. That's a secondary one. The first one's better. Now, we got a question that came in. It's like, what happens if you move the mast and the track? I want to work on my pumping. I think if you move it up, it might make it easier to pump. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this track. We're going to shoot it on a 68 centimeter. We'll show you the before, the after. Then we're going to load the 84 centimeter on there that has the mast mounted in slot B, and we'll show you those differences. How's that sound, Johnny?
Sounds great.
How far up are we going to slide this, John?
We're taking it all the way up.
All the way, baby.
From the extreme back to the extreme front, just so we understand what that is doing to the dynamics of the system. Have a feeling we will be able to elevate a lot quicker. It might be a little tough to deal with or get used to at first, but I think once we get it down, we'll be pumping this thing and creating speed. So see how it goes. Test 1, 2, 3. Half-life check. 1, 2, 3.
For him to keep it on a plane, and what we wanted to get was a couple pumps to see if there was a difference. And I think the thing that's interesting about this, and here's John going for a wave transfer, no problem. Really, when you get on the 68, if you're in this weight range of 170, 190, it really doesn't make a huge difference, and you do get more responsiveness, and I think the pumping, you probably get maybe a 20% improvement when you go on it. But here, I hopped on it and it felt perfectly natural to me, nice and responsive, and I really do think with the 68, we'll go ahead and move that up. And I'd say pumping, you're going to see a wave transfer here in a second by me, and if I didn't have the mast forward for the 68, I don't think I would have made this last little pump right there. And of course, you could always go with the longer mast. This is the 46 centimeter.
Yes, that was pretty good. So we did the 68. We moved that thing all the way to the front. We're still rolling a 46 centimeter mast.
Yes.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I like the, I feel like with the mast forward, it helped maneuverability. So when you're turning, you're a little quicker. You don't have much swing weight out in front.
Yeah.
Felt like you could get to plane on the foil easier. It was great.
Yeah.
I like it. I think as you progress, moving it up, you'll definitely like that spot better.
Yeah, I think at least for the 68, if you're just getting going and you're still learning how to foil, probably stay with the mast track all the way back. As you get more comfortable and you're more intermediate, move it up to the front. And the nice thing is, it gets really responsive. You have a little less board weight out front. It carves really nicely. Not a huge difference in terms of pumping, but a little bit of difference. And that could be the 46 mast versus the longer mast. A little bit more stable on the pump. So if that's what you want to do, John and I mostly, we don't really need to pump because we're just behind the boat. In transfers, if you do them right, you don't have to pump too much. But now we're going to put the big dog on. Put the big dog hunt.
Well, I'd like to introduce another one of our mantras. If you have an 84, you use it. So the big dog needs to eat. It needs to be fed. So that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Feed the big dog.
Feed the big dog.
Feed the big dog.
We're gonna feed the big dog.
Feeding the big dog.
It's just nice being out here. Look, the sun's out. The Seahawks won.
I know.
You know, it's a nice fall Sunday, and we're on the water enjoying the mana.
Well, dude, you know next week we have one of our viewers who is coming to town. And they want to go out with us.
Next week?
Yeah.
When? I'm kind of nervous about letting the big dog eat.
I also feel it's time to address the elephant in the room. You know, I was looking at that Lake Tahoe footage, and you had the rear wing on the 84 upside down. What happened there, man? Was that just a late night?
It could have been a little too much Duran, but for the rest of you foilers out there I went to the internet and looked at a picture of like, how the hell do you put the back wing on?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, every back wing except for the big one,
Yeah.
it goes on the 84, it goes with these tines going the other way.
Yeah.
So you look at a picture on the internet, I was like, oh, that looks like the 84.
Yeah, even
Looked up the back wing.
even when you refer to the 84, it actually shows you the 76. You know, the 76, the rear wing goes the other way. So if you're ever on the 84, you got to put those both tips going the same way. Both going down.
Down into the depths.
Into
So,
the depths.
Hey, we still were able to foil it. I was just wondering why I was acting kind of funny.
Here's John going for a wave transfer. And you know, the 84 is just so rangy. You can get so much acceleration, and you can see here for John, the maneuverability of the 84, you know, with it moved up in the mast track, and again, this is all the way forward, feels pretty natural to him. And if you look at his stance, it's a good solid stance. He's not having to go too far forward to make it work. And wave transfers are quite effortless, and we're actually changing the direction of the wave here with the Mastercraft. Now, what you'll see here in a second, looking at John's stance and an easy glide there, when I get on the board, my stance is pretty far forward, and I'm having to push down pretty hard, and as a result, look at the radius of my turns. You know, relatively small turns. I'm putting a ton of front foot pressure here to try to hold the 84 down, and it just wasn't that enjoyable for me in terms of where it was. I mean, it's fun, of course, but
Where do we move it? Here?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah, that's right about the middle. Moving it to the middle.
yeah, you can see here, feels much better. I got my stance is comfortable, getting nice, wide, rangy turns, enjoying the power of the 84, and not having to work. I mean, you can still tell that my stance, I'm getting a feel for it here, is a little bit further forward than it normally is when the mast track is all the way back down. But, you know, not a big deal.
Johnny. So I think in the end, it was really fun to move the mast track around. I think ultimately it's going to come down to each individual, what they like the best. What we found was on the 68, it was a blast to have that mast all the way up front. You know, little swing weight up on the bow of the board. It was like fun, don't you think?
It was awesome, yeah. Swing weight, less, it was great, all the way up.
Yeah, And then as we got to the 84, having it all the way up for me, so I weigh about 175. It really, I had to push down so hard with my front leg. My front leg actually started cramping a little bit. Johnny liked it a little bit better. Are you closer to 190?
I'm about 190.
About 190. And so, you know, if you're 200 or you know, 220, you might want to try it all the way up there, but I'm guessing what you're going to like better is in the middle. I ended up doing it in the middle. I liked it in the middle. Did you like it in the middle?
Middle was good. I like middle. I think better on the bigger foil size, just because you're really fighting that lift, which can be good at times, but you know, you get speed and it wants to come out of the water, so you're fighting that with the front foot. So yeah, halfway in the track, you didn't have that constant pressure trying to push you up. You can move up and down the board a little bit, but it seems like there's a good balance point on the board where you can turn and maneuver. So it's not ideal if you're fighting that foil coming out to be so far up on that board, because it seems like it's harder to turn.
Right. I think ultimately for me on the 84, I'm gonna have it most of the way back, maybe a little bit up the back of the track. It's where I like it the most. I gotta tell you, that 84 just puts a smile on your face.
84 is
Wave
great.
transfers, cruising. Don't worry, we're not done yet. Although it's starting to get a little cold, but not bad. It was nice out here today, wasn't it, Johnny?
It was great.
All right, happy fall to y'all. And again, if you want to see some video, just let us know. Please subscribe to our channel down there. You can come to our website, which is halflife.live, and follow us on Instagram. And we're about to switch into ski season. We have our 2020 ski review coming up and a bunch of other tips for you. So hang in there, and thanks so much for watching. Take it easy.
One last thing. As you can see, we got the old hat, the new hat. Here's the deal. If you're skiing or mountain biking or doing anything that you feel like's a good part of your life, good half of your life, let us know. We'll send you some merch. In return, send us some videos, send us some Instagram pics, but we're just trying to get the stoke out there.
That's what it's all about, brothers.
All right.
Later.